Hello, how are you?
I'm good. Happy New Year.
And Happy New Year to you too. How exciting. And hey,
Yeah.
Happy New Year to Jocelyn. She has Pepsi and everything.
Yeah.
She's ready to roll.
I'm ready to rock.
That's right. That's right. What?
I'm just really excited to have you here.
Oh, I
So much
know.
better than talking to myself.
Aw, it's been a while, I feel like. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
A real while. So, but that's the new year, that's the holidays and everything else. So,
Yes. Yeah.
um,
Ooh,
busyness. Oh my
excuse me.
gosh.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I have a planning session I'm going to tonight for online for planning out like your books for the year and stuff like that. So,
Oh,
I'm
cool.
kind of preparing for that, just eyeballing, what I want to write and what I want to do and stuff like that. And then, um, I don't know, it's just kind of interesting. Have you sat down and like I've actually boiled it down to how many words I want to write each day in the first three
Okay.
months, second 3 months, third 3 months, and I'm hoping I'll stick with it.
Yeah.
We'll see how it
What
goes.
have you decided on?
My best intentions at the beginning of every year, is to
Yeah.
stick with my plan. Looks like about 1330 a day, January to March. April to May, if I want to do all the books I want to do, 1830 a day. And
Okay.
then it slows down to about 1K a day the rest of the year. So it's really front loaded. We'll see. I don't know. I have the
Yeah.
things I have to put out, and then I have the things that could fiddle still with the dates and stuff that I don't have to put out.
Hmm.
So we'll
Oh my
see.
goodness. I'm sorry. The
Yes,
yawning suddenly hit.
Allie, get some caffeine in you.
Do you know, I've literally just spent the last half hour lying in the dark trying to get the toddler to sleep.
Aww, it
So
puts
I
you to
think my
sleep
brain's
too.
gone, sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Going, Allie, you need to be lying horizontal right now. Facing. Anyway, that's my plans, and who knows? Who knows what this real year will bring, right, Allie?
Yeah. But I
Always the
figure if
best
you've got
intentions.
plans, it's like a first draft, isn't it? Your plan is your first draft of the year, and then as you go along, you kind of have to edit it depending on all the other stuff.
Exactly. Because life will happen, That's the hard part.
Yeah,
Life will definitely happen. This is
it
like
will.
plan A, and I'll go all the way to plan Z.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what we have to do. We're moms and everything else going on and work and all that. And the only way
Yeah.
I'd be able to get any of this done is by writing in the morning because I can't, once the day gets going with real work and stuff, it's just too hard to
Yeah.
get it all in. To get it all in and still be able to sleep with my husband, right? I mean, do you ever feel like I know it's hard because those 2 a.m. hours are nice when the house is quiet and stuff, but
They are. They really are.
I just can't.
I really value that, like 10 till 1 a.m. kind of time slot.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good time slot to get stuff done.
Yeah, yeah. What time do you wake up nowadays, though?
I
After
have
a
to
night
be
like
up.
that,
Uh, I have to be up at just before 8.
so you
So
still get about 7 hours of sleep.
I would, if I work till 1 though, I won't actually get to sleep until more like 2 because it'll take that time
Yeah.
for my brain to wind down. So I
Mm-hmm.
can't really stay
Mm-hmm.
up that late now.
Yeah.
But I'll get back into it in another year or so when Charlie comes out of reception and we get into home ed
Yeah.
and we don't have to be up in the morning anymore. We'll get back into the nice late.
Okay. That's exciting to look forward to.
Yeah,
Always have to have something to look forward to. Definitely.
that's right.
Definitely. I have some news too. I don't know if I told you on here, but I have a holiday book series that I came out with that I formulated in my head, and I talked to Kanika about it while we are out at 20 Books. And
Okay.
now it's ballooned, and Kanika and I have four other authors writing with us on this
Oh,
holiday series.
cool.
So we're collaborating. We're going to put out our own books one each week over the holiday season,
Okay.
this coming holiday. So we just had our first
Which
Zoom meeting today
which
to
holiday?
the Christmas holiday. So we have
Oh, okay.
till
So you've got a year to.
we have till about the end of August because they're going to start launching the end of October. So one a
Okay.
week, yeah. So I have been wanting to do a holiday Christmas book forever. So I'm looking forward to, getting that. I don't know, just trying my hand at one.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not going to be Hallmark. We're all writing steamy, but it's going to be fun to collaborate. And these gals are
Yes.
amazing. Renee, Annie Ray from our
Okay.
group is
Yeah.
in on it with us, and then author who's been around a while, Peggy McDaniel. She's in it, and Peggy, Renee, Kanika, woman named Kristen Lee. She writes under. She just put out her third book, and she does like horse racing, steamy romance centered around
Okay.
horse racing world. Um, like there's one more. Who am I missing? Me, Kristen, Peggy, Kanika, Annie. Oh, Grace Graham. She writes
Okay.
steamy romance, contemporary set in Scotland. So
Cool.
it should be fun. I'm looking forward
Yeah.
to it, and just having another group. Like I feel like there's so many pockets and groups of authors we meet along the way, and so there's
Yes.
this group, and then there's this group, and there's that group, and you kind of get something from everybody. And once in a while they all converge and combine, and
Yeah.
sometimes I like to leave them though in their different groups rather than combining or converging. But some of them do escape and do go from group to group. But no, it's kind of fun, and so it'll be a fun, interesting experiment. So I'd love to do more
Yeah.
of those. You see the anthologies and the collaborations, I think those are pretty cool.
Yeah.
For authors. So yeah. So Allie, if I hear of a PNR, paranormal romance, fantasy, something like that, collaboration, or would you ever do a collaboration, or would you ever do a what are they called, the anthologies?
Yeah. I would. Not at the moment though, because at the moment I want to finish it. I want to
Yeah,
get a little bit more experience. I think
yeah,
that's something that works when you know more what you're doing.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
It's going to be exciting to see how you transpire over this next year. I love it.
yeah.
And Jocelyn, look at her. Let's see, trying to put in work in progress in order. At least it seems that makes sense. Totally, Jocelyn. Are you using Beats or anything, Jocelyn, to help you put those in order or make sense of them? My Atticus problem. Remember I told you about my Atticus problem?
Yes.
Yeah, on Chrome it's blank, and I've done everything they have asked me to do. But then I realized I could go over to the other thing. What's it called?
Safari.
Yes, and everything's there. So thank God for that.
That is such a
But
relief.
I mean, it's just another reminder we all need to, save.
Yeah.
Save in multiple places. Do you do it every day? Save in multiple places?
No, and mine's saved on my OneDrive, and I think it's saved on my computer as well.
Yeah.
I should probably check that.
Yeah. I've gotten really complacent with Google and letting everything just save to Google, but I guess it's definitely put a little note in front of me. Remember to save to other places.
Yeah, I see. I'm pretty sure everything's saved on my OneDrive and on my computer. So,
Yeah.
fingers crossed.
I
Unless
know,
the
right?
cloud crashes and the house burns down all at the same time, I should be okay.
Could you imagine? I mean, all the work,
Try not to.
we don't want to lose it.
Yes.
I know.
No.
That'd be like devastating,
Yeah.
It's hard enough to brainstorm, and to come up with all the words and then to lose them all. That would just be really bad. But here we are at the start of a new year, so let's not think about losing words. Let's think about adding words and doing all that stuff. So Jocelyn's working on putting work in progress in order. What are you working on, Allie? Do you help? productivity stuff, or what you working
I
on?
am no, I'm still working on catching up time with my for paid job. So that
I
is what I'll
know.
be doing. But I will potentially still be doing that on Saturday, and then from next week I should be back to normal.
Back to normal.
So
Oh, good, good. Well, I'm
yeah,
sure
I'll
they were.
lose 1 week of January, and I can live with that, and should be back to normal after that.
Oh, good for you. I'm glad. I know that's rough. I actually have a couple real work things I need to work on today as well. But I actually, on the way to pick up my child from school, I recorded some things. I swear I get the best ideas in the car. So I now need to, I listen it to him back and transpose it back. I still haven't figured out, I think I can send it to notes and get it from there, but I like retyping it because then it puts the idea back in my head and stores
Yeah.
it there, kind of thing. So I'm going to do that during our first sprint.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
That sound good?
Yeah.
All right. So you want to get started?
Yeah. Shall we do it? Jocelyn, are you ready? I've got the video already. See, so I can put that up.
All righty.
Okay.
We'll see you in
Good luck.
20. Okay.
See you in 20. Oh,
Hello, we are back. How are you? We have
I am
people
good.
block the
Oh,
users. I know,
thank you.
crazy. Hey, Mary
Hi,
Lou.
Mary Lou.
Hello, Mary Lou. Isn't that an old song? Goodbye, heart. I have no
No
good
idea.
singing
How'd you
voice.
get on?
I did good. 4:15. So I had that.
So,
Like I said, I had that idea in the car, so kind of made it easy because I didn't second guess it. I just, went and typed in, put some more stuff in, so that was good.
yeah.
I'm actually working on a little story that I had started last year that I just want to kind of play around with for a little breathing room before I launch into the next book, which is my villainess. My villainess book, The Evil Sister. How did Jocelyn do? Mary Lou, are you writing with us? You're just saying hey. And how did you do, Allie? Did you get some work done?
I did get some work done.
Yay.
Which
What
is
is it you're
always good.
doing again? You're doing kind of
I
what you're
am
doing.
doing data entry work for a startup website that's hoping to show all the live music events in London.
Oh,
So,
that's exciting. Do you
yeah,
get,
I'm learning.
yeah. Are you working for that startup directly or for another company that's like hired you out to do that?
For the startup directly.
Wow. So are you going to get like tickets to things
No.
and, oh, that's a bummer. Well,
That would be awesome. But
that
no,
would
not at
be.
this point.
Are you and your husband concert goers, people?
No, not particularly. He was always into like dance and trance and rave type things.
Uh-huh.
And the delightful drugs that go with it.
Mm-hmm. And what were you always
And now,
into?
pop, rock.
Mm-hmm.
I like nightclubs. They were fun.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then we all have to grow up and get, stale and stodgy.
It's just temporary while the children are young.
Yeah. And then we find the bars where the over 50s hang out.
Right. Oh my god. So I've started reading some paranormal women's fiction.
Yes, you were saying.
And like I like it. I'm enjoying it. Except for she keeps talking about this 40-year-old as if she's 60, with the joints going and the knees that are bad, and she's like, I tried to bring my knees up to hug them to my chest, and remembered I just couldn't with my 40-year-old body. And I'm like,
Oh my God.
I'm as close to 40.
Oh my
Like,
God.
I mean,
Get a little more
I
realistic
really, I
there.
couldn't tell exactly. I can't tell if this writer is a 20-year-old to whom 40 is just so old, or if she's a 60-year-old who's suffering all these things and forgotten that she didn't suffer them at 40.
Yeah. Or just a
Like,
really bad, out of shape 40-year-old.
well, I guess that is possible. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And she's a 40-year-old in the story. It's the 40-year-old whose kid's just gone to college.
Uh-huh.
So, like,
And
she obviously started having the children a bit younger than I
did she
did.
divorce or how come she's
Yeah.
single? Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she divorced. But it's not. I mean, there are some elements of smexy time in there, but it's not a romance.
Right.
So,
Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
So do you think
just
you could do
those little
better?
things are just
Mm-hmm.
like,
Mm-hmm.
oh,
Yeah.
that great. Like, I'm sorry, but 40's not old, and you're making me feel like it should be. And no, I'm not having that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, then maybe you should definitely, keep an eye on it and
Yeah.
write it better. Women's fiction for paranormal better. That's an interest of yours, isn't it? That area.
Yeah, I like it. I quite
Yeah.
like it. So I might do it at some point.
So what's interesting is what is the conflict and what is the storyline then? If it's not romance, what is she doing? Like, is there a bit of mystery she's trying to solve, or is there a good person, bad person thing she has to fight against, or what's the plot of this?
Have you ever read urban fantasy that's not romance?
No.
It's okay. So it's paranormal romance, but without the romance. So if you literally just take the romance out and whatever plot they put in, that's what you've got. So like urban fantasy is paranormal romance without the romance, and paranormal women's fiction is basically urban fantasy but with older characters. That seems to be the basic theme.
I wonder if has Catherine Sandler thought about writing. She's done urban fantasy, right? I wonder how big of a jump it would be for her to write older women's fiction, urban fantasy. Yeah. Interesting. Well, I think it's really good that you're reading to discover what reading's one just to discover what it's all about and decide if it's something you want to try hand at.
Yeah, it's so nice to not be like the 18 to 23-year-old character who's just that young and you just want to slap them and be like, for the love of God, woman, just stop. It's totally fiction designed for my age.
Right. I don't know. I've thought about that too. Like, what would I write? Like, I think I could write, 40s and 50s, but I don't know. Like a lot of romance you read, it's like mid-20s to mid-35s. I feel like that's what I read anyway. I don't know that I get down to 18 to 21. I think I was going to say, I think maybe more new adult kind of stuff I haven't gotten into much, But I see like their covers and stuff, and I'm like, it's a lot of bully romance, and then there's like, their sports romance, that kind of stuff. So I don't know. It's just interesting. I'm not sure. Yeah. I did write one a long time ago. It was an Irish-based one, but it was before I really knew what I was doing. So it kind of took place all in one day. Instant love.
Nice.
And rambled through Chicago together. Yes. It was definitely interesting. So funny how we learn a little bit each step of the way.
Yes.
All right, so we hit our second 20?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it, girl. All right. So
okay, you've got to check me when I put this next video up to make sure that the timer starts.
Okay.
Because I'm not very good at that all the time.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I will see you in 20. Yes.
Good job.
Wow. My goodness, that is a lot of.
I'm back. I know,
lot of
that's like,
spams.
I have no idea. So I wrote support while we were on here, and I'm like, how do we get rid of these spammers and hackers and bots and stuff? And so I just sent you in the Facebook Messenger that
Yeah.
the response. So what's the deal? We never used to get these, and now we get them all the time. Like,
I don't know. I wonder if something's changed on YouTube to let them.
I don't know, because after that, then I went into my settings on my YouTube to see if there was something I need to mark. Like after the fact, I can mark. Actually, we might even be able to do it once it's scheduled. Go into YouTube, because you can mark what kind of comments you can get. But I don't know if that's during the live chat or down below. But I usually mark down below, that all comments have to get approved by me or something of that nature. So I forget, there's a couple different options. One's stronger than the other. But I can't remember if you're able to do that after you've scheduled through StreamYard. But it's weird that StreamYard doesn't have, because I looked in settings there too, and I don't see anything that StreamYard has, for that. You'd think they would, but anyway, it's frustrating.
Yeah.
Were you able to?
There's been such a sudden influx of them, so it does seem like something must have changed.
Something happened, because it was even on the news the other night, and I wanted to listen in. I just caught the tail end of something my husband was listening to, and I didn't get a chance to finish watching whatever it was, but they were talking about how there's just an influx of like robocalls. I don't know if you get them there in the UK, robocalls and bots and things like that.
Yeah.
And I'm on, like I think everybody tries to get on those lists for do not call lists and stuff like that, but they still get it. It's crazy. Anyway, and they're still on here, whoever they are, because I can see them in the settings of whoever's on here. But go away, people. But stay on here if you're one of our friends, like Jocelyn.
Yeah, if you're a real person, please stay.
Yeah. Please. Oh my gosh. So what are you making? Let's see, you had dinner already, right? I have
yeah.
I have to cook dinner next and do some more work and then have that meeting tonight. I am making garlic chicken noodles tonight.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Hello, real person.
Hello. Thanks for being here. We have one more sprint to get through. Yes. One more sprint. Should we hit the next sprint? Let's see.
Yeah.
Get our final sprint in. Are you getting work done?
Yes.
Oh, good. Yes. Good. I had a couple real work things come in that I had to do, so it took me away from my writing. And then dealing with the bots on here, so
yeah.
or the hackers or the spammers, whatever they are. But
whatever the heck, yeah.
Ready to end our writing session with another 20. Writing.
Let's do it. Let's tap away.
Thanks for being here, Jocelyn and J.L. Slipik. And tell us what you write and what you're working on.
Yeah.
All righty. Okay. Should we go into our final 20?
Let us see.
Let's do it. See you in 20. Hello. I got a
Oh,
total of 743 for the day. So I'm pretty happy with that. Well, I did some earlier today too, but yeah, happy with that. How about you? Get closer to getting your work done?
yeah, I got enough work done. So now.
Yay! Yay, yay,
So,
yay. I can't wait for you to kick work to the curb so you can get back to writing next week.
me either. Me either. I've got my husband's off Thursday, so if I can get a lot extra done Thursday, maybe I can write Saturday.
Nice.
But he's not off. He's off work. He's going shooting Sunday.
Wow.
So he's gonna be not home for even longer than if he was working. So I'll have to make sure I get enough done to cover.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Somehow family schedules would make it all work, huh? Somehow, some
Yeah.
way. If Jocelyn's still with us, tell us what you did, girl. Author, I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it. J.L. Slipback? If you're still here, tell us what you did.
Yeah, let us know.
So what do you got coming up this week other than work? Anything interesting?
Literally just work. No,
Yeah.
Charlie went back to nursery today, and that was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
He seemed very happy to go back.
Oh, good. Playing with his buddies.
We're going to the farm tomorrow, especially if I actually remember to book it. Like
What's the farm?
Like a play place, so it's got like some farm animals and a soft play centre and things.
Oh, that sounds fun. I miss those days. Oh, Allie, treasure every minute.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Sadly, our friend who we normally go with is not coming with us tomorrow, so that's a bit. Getting back. Yeah, it's just getting back into routine this week, which is really, really nice.
I know.
I'm really liking it.
The holidays just always disrupt everything, as nice as they are.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a new year, time to, try and get disciplined and balanced, right? Start off right.
Exactly.
Yeah,
awesome. Get all our fun activities going
again. I don't have any fun. I just work. I've decided my husband and I are workaholics, and that's what we're teaching our kids, is to be workaholics. It was so much easier to do fun stuff when they were smaller. We don't do much anymore, They're on the cusp of ready to go work themselves and, work after school and weekends and, have their own lives. C'est la vie.
That's never going to happen to my children.
They're never going to have their own life.
They are never going to grow up.
But I tell them they're, they're stuck here for as long as they want. I know my teenagers are going in their phase, just a phase of, there'll be someday where they come back and be like, Mama, I need you.
Yes. And you'll be like, no, you're in your 20s now. Be gone, child.
Hey, Jocelyn.
Hey, Jocelyn.
Did you get some stuff done today, Jocelyn? How did it go? How did it go for you, my dear? So, yes, so we will write all the words, we will edit all the words, and we will put all the words out in some form or fashion this year. That's what we're doing.
That is correct. That is the goal plan.
2022.
So who are you doing your planning meeting with tonight?
It's with the HEA, the Happy Ever After group.
Okay.
Editor Jessica Snyder has a Patreon group, and she offers 4 co-working sessions, 1 a week, and then I think it's I want to say $43 a month or something like that. But she also does.
Is that the group they were talking about in the 6 a.m.?
Yes, yeah, a couple of the gals for 6 a.m. are from there. The newer gals that I just invited into the 6 a.m. group, yeah. And she does also 4 weeks of educational sessions with different authors that she knows. She does Pippa Grant's editing.
I just saw that. I was like, oh my God, she edits for Pippa Grant and Lucy Score.
I know, Jessica Snyder is so connected. But yeah. and she's very booked. There have been times the last few months where she's opened up her openings for editing, but they just haven't coincided. And of course, I'm so wacky with what I write and put out and stuff, so I haven't. But I would like to at one point book with her.
Yeah, that'd be
In
awesome.
the future when I'm really trying to be a serious writer.
Yeah.
But no, it's been so fun to hang out with these ladies and to be in this neat group of women who are all just like we are in our other groups, striving for doing this, and so
Yeah.
it's been fun. But yeah, she offers these educational things, so I'm usually bad, as you know, with my calendar, and her times are not a regular time. It's like it'll be this time here this week, and this time here this week, and that time here this week, and so I try to
Yeah.
fit in when I can, but I usually have not been making them toward the end of the year. But she records not the co-work sessions, but she'll record all the educational sessions, so they are on
Okay.
her group on Facebook, so that we can watch them. So I
Oh,
do try
that's
to watch
nice.
those. But yes, that's one of my commitments this year with my whole, trying to rein back the money and spend only on what I know has made a difference this past year. Is
Yes.
made a list. Oh, you should see my list, Allie. Let me show you my cotton picking list. Jocelyn, though, a little is fine, and I know you'll keep going. But look at this, Allie. This whole entire list
Wow.
I wrote last night of all the craft books in my Kindle.
Nice.
And I'm like, I am determined. I'm not buying another until I have I've already marked one off. I don't have to read them. I just need to skim them and get from them, the good stuff that I need. And so I
Yeah.
did that. And then I started another list with the courses that I've purchased, and I slowly want to work through that list. I don't know where I put that list at though.
I
But
want to go through. I haven't started watching the 20 books
videos,
YouTubes yet, and I want to get that.
those are really good. Somebody said today that they expired. I'm like, oh, I hope they didn't, because
Not as far
they
as
were
I know.
so good. So
Like the 2017 videos are still up, so I
yeah, I wouldn't think
doubt
that they would
they'd have taken the
expire
new
them.
ones down.
Yeah, yeah.
Look, I keep meaning to show you this. I haven't done because my parents' Christmas present to me hasn't turned up yet.
Yay!
But look, I'm getting
Look at
such a
all
good
the
collection of
books.
those now.
Love them. I know.
I've
There's
got
some of them that you have to have in person. It like makes such a
yes,
difference versus Kindle. Yeah.
yes. I think I've got 2 more that my parents have ordered me for Christmas, but that weren't here for Christmas Day.
Oh, that's good. Yes, our little libraries are growing.
Yeah.
But I tell you, between courses and books, like I have to stop. It's an obsession. It's an unhealthy obsession.
Yes.
An unhealthy obsession with spending money. So, I need to stop and just not spend. And so that's why I thought I'm making this list. I'm making a determination. I'm going to go through one book a week, at least skim it. If it's really, some really good stuff, then I will take another week or two longer to actually read it. But some of these I can skim just because a lot of it you do hear, a little repetitious over and over. But
yes.
And then same with the courses, just kind of skim through, find the videos you always find what you need when you need it. And so skimming through the video topics and whatnot and seeing where do I need fed? Right now, is it marketing? Is it craft, editing, whatever? So yeah, new year, organization, right? You betcha.
And next time you see a course that looks amazing pop up, you'll be like, I don't need you. I've got these courses already that I can use.
That is what I will say. And I'll look at that list and I'll still be tempted. And then I'll come to you and say, Allie, help me not spend money.
Look at your list, see? Watch one of those, and that urge to spend money will go away.
Yeah. Allie will be like, no, Z, here's what you do. Send it to my PayPal account. Pay me.
Yeah. Pay me, and I'll watch the course and tell
know.
you if it was any good.
You can summarize it for me. How funny. No, it's all good. So, but we have to, because taxes are coming up, and so this will be my first year doing. Like I've had self-employment taxes before, but like this is a pretty serious book year, right?
Yeah.
So I have to take my income, take my expenses, and my expenses have far outweighed my income because I have a job, I can spend money, I can do whatever, and make all the mistakes and all that kind of stuff. And so I don't know. I don't know if I'll even claim a lot of those expenses just because.
Can you put some of them off for future years?
I don't know. I don't know how that works. Like, I don't think so. I don't think you're allowed to. I think if you spend the money that year on an expense, you need to put it in. I'm not sure.
See, I feel like rich people get away with like borrowing loss every year so that it looks like they haven't actually made any profit.
Oh, I'll have a loss for sure. I'll have a loss, but I'd like to not have a loss this coming year. I'd like to pay myself and and really focus in on the things when it comes to book launches and stuff that really make money and what makes the books continue to sell. Yeah, without these like spurts of a new release. What makes it go a little bit more flat, instead of the ups and downs and all that. But it's a lot of studying. Amazon ads, this is still the bane of my existence. I still don't get them. I know. Yeah. It's crazy. There's just so much, Allie, so much. God bless you for wanting to get into this business.
Start learning it.
Well, you shouldn't learn it from me. I can teach you what not to do.
I will. I'm totally going to come to you. I'm going to be like, Z, someone's told me this fantastic idea. Is it actually good? And you're going to be like, no, that's a terrible idea. Don't listen to that person again. They clearly don't know what they're talking about.
I'll tell you, there is somebody who I have found recently that I thought, this man makes a lot of sense. And it's just the basics, but it's Nicholas Eric, I think is his name. And he'll sign up for his emails. He'll send you daily emails. He'll also try to get you to buy his $99 course and then his $299 course, which I have avoided buying both. But I just realized in going through my list of books, I just realized that I actually have his book from must have been before he started trying to do all this other stuff. So I'm like, well, there you go. I already own Ultimate Guide to Book Marketing by Nick Eric. Clearly, I don't need to buy his courses.
You do not.
There we go.
That list is very helpful.
The list did help. You're right. In the one instance. Oh, and there's a blocker. Block. Stay away.
Block.
Oh, my God. And they're Russian or whatever. Like, what the hell?
See, and they tend to just come at once.
Come in pairs or triples. See, I think it's a bot.
Yeah.
And why the bots come out of Russia, I have no idea. Like, they have nothing better to bot about. I don't know. Jocelyn, putting hardcover together. Yes. Awesome. Wow. Which book is that for, Jocelyn? She has some juvenile books, right? And then her other one. Tell us which one it's for. That's awesome. Are you doing that through Amazon or through Ingram Spark? Let us know. Anyway, I have decided, I guess in the HEA group, they were talking about this one well-known writer. I can't remember her name, but woke up, she's a major writer. I guess woke up and all her books were gone from Amazon. And they were saying that it's some kind of a glitch in Amazon that, some writers have found. I don't know if this is very recent or whatever, found that.
The Ice Planet Barbarians author that Megan told us about a while back. She had that a couple of days ago. All her books disappeared off Amazon, all her ebooks. They are now back.
Yes.
So.
Yeah.
I think a comment on that said, well, a comment on that said that wasn't the only author they'd heard of that happening to over the last couple of days. So.
Yeah. But it makes you think really long and hard about, all your eggs in one basket kind of a thing.
It really does, yeah.
So much to think about, so little time.
So much. That's right. We just do the little bit every day. And it just adds up over time. And isn't overwhelming.
It is. It's an overwhelming disaster. But somehow it all comes together. It's fine. All right. Well, we better put the wraps on this session, shall we?
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll meet back here on Saturday.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Have a great
Okay.
week.
You
Have an
too. I'm so
awesome
glad we
week,
got to catch
Jocelyn.
up. Have a good one,
Yeah.
Jocelyn. I hope your hardcover book is coming together well. We didn't hear from you as
Yeah.
far as which book, but you tell us about it next time too.
The kids'
The
book.
kids book. Okay, gotcha. How
And
fun though. The illustrations and the colorful hardcover, that must be cool.
that would be awesome.
Here they come.
Oh my
Block.
god.
I know. Something's happening. It's very weird.
Yeah.
I'm gonna research. See if
Yeah.
I'll check in Dale's video group and see if anybody
Mm.
has noticed bots and stuff like that with StreamYard.
I mean, I've definitely noticed on something else that I'm on an email group for. I was on one of their sprints, and they also were getting a whole bunch of bots, and it was just after we'd started getting them. And yeah, that was weird.
Oh, KDP, Carter, yeah. Jocelyn. Yeah, so you're doing your hardcover through KDP. That's cool. I liked my hardcover through KDP. I thought it went well. And they seem to be good quality and stuff like that. So awesome.
That's good.
Yeah. And it's not exclusive, which is nice. I think there's pros and cons for everything, just as with everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, we better go before we get another spam. So
Yeah.
see if we can beat the bots.
Do you wanna do the video, or should I do it?
Sure, I'll do the video. It's fine.
Okay.
Either
Have
way.
a great week, everyone. Thanks for joining
Bye,
us.
everyone. Nice to see you, Allie.